Daily News.
The Metal Daily News special Breaking King Diamond edition. King Diamond just wrapped up an interview with Eddie Trunk like 2 minutes ago. So you're going to hear this news first here on the Metal Daily News. I'm going to try and break it all down. The interview was pretty boring, sadly to say. I mean, he just went on and on about nonsense stuff, and Eddie Trunk was kind of trying to keep him on track, like, okay, and tried to keep him talking about interesting stuff. But anyways, let's go through it. So he spent the first 10 minutes talking about the graphic novel. He's been collaborating with the author. He has never spoken to the artist that's doing the artwork for it, which is interesting. When he reviewed the first quarter of the graphic novel, he had a couple things to say and like, hey, let's change this. And he had a few small things to add. But the second quarter of it, he just said he let the guy run with it and he was happy with all the ideas and stuff. So it's really an interpretation from this author. I think it's Dan Waters might be his name. So it's very, loosely based on what King did. And he just said like he added a couple things, but he just loved what this dude was doing. And the whole time Eddie Trunk's like, okay, like, okay, King. He says that there's a King Diamond mask coming with it, and there might be a horse-drawn hearse like statue thing. So, more product marketing of an album from what the fuck was it? Anyways, so then they asked him like, hey, did you ever think about doing an autobiography? And this is when King Diamond, he must have just seen that the guy from Trivian says he's making 10 grand a month with Twitch, because here comes King Diamond's Twitch channel, big and large. It sounds like King Diamond's going to be all about Twitch. He's like, I'm not going to write an autobiography. I'm going to do an autobiography on Twitch where people can ask me questions and people can they can ask me I was going to do this all in the King Diamond voice, but it's just too tiring. So he's going to do like Q&A sessions on Twitch, and then he's going to play video games. He's going to play either driving games or World War I games, and people can watch his style of video game playing on this Twitch channel. Sounds amazing. So, maybe someone can ask him why Michael Denner is not in Merciful Fate. I'd love him to see. You ask me anything. Let's see if you ask him that one. So then he started talking about, I'm going to tell stories like my first concert. My first concert was in 1971, Grand Funk Railroad. It took me 2 hours to walk there and 2 hours to walk back at night. I was 15 years old. And my second concert was March 1st, 1972. Deep Purple. I'm like, who remembers the dates of their first there's no fucking way I'd remember the date. I guess I could look it up on the internet. And that was like 10 minutes of him talking about going to his concerts and Deep Purple, it's just like, okay, dude, we don't have this interview for you to talk about Deep Purple. It went on and on forever. But Trunk likes Deep Purple, so it was okay. Then he finally asked about like, what about the new music? What about the new music? So he said it's complicated, and we want to honor our fans. From 2 years ago, the King Diamond album is going to come out before the Merciful Fate album. And the Merciful Fate, they're just going to release like a song or two. So here comes some Merciful Fate singles. I guess we'll take what we can get at this point. So I think they're going to just, according to what he said, release a song or two maybe. I'd say it's probably just one song before they start doing those Merciful Fate shows. Then supposedly in 2022, the full King Diamond album will come out. In 2022, there's going to be a King Diamond US tour. And then I think in spring 2023, he's going to do a King Diamond European tour. He has ideas for stories for 2 full albums. Here we go again with the ideas. He says that in King Diamond, he writes 60% of the music, but in Merciful Fate, probably Hank will write 60% of the music. And so that's the new music talk. Then he said with the Merciful Fate thing, that the stage production like you've never seen before, where he's going to be doing some costume changes, very inspired by Peter Gabriel. Okay. And then he just kept going on and on about his Twitch channel. Twitch this, Twitch that. You got to come hang with me on Twitch. Twitch is going to be amazing. Just come in and hang out with King Diamond on Twitch. So everybody get your Twitch accounts up. King Diamond is in the year 2021. He's moving with the times. Lots of ideas. There's going to be a mask. He's pushing that graphic novel. There's going to be a hearse statue. There's going to be a Merciful Fate single, and supposedly a King Diamond album in 2022. I think they pretty much feel the pressure that for the tour they have to get the album out. So that's it. I saved you a lot of time of listening to King Diamond talk about Deep Purple and his graphic novel. All right, you're up to speed. You got it here first at the Metal Daily News. Not really a lot of jokes. I'll leave you with this one that I posted earlier. Why did the pony have trouble singing Into the Coven by Merciful Fate? Why did the pony have trouble? Because he was a little horse. That's why he couldn't sing the Merciful Fate song. All right. You know what comes next. Hit it!